Thank you. Dictaphone holder to her. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just to introduce you to everyone on the top table very quickly. To my right, our captain Hugo Lloris. To his right, manager Maurizio Pochettino and assistant manager Jesus Perez. Just remind everyone to start with questions for Hugo first. If you do have a question, please raise your hand. There's gentlemen either side of you with microphones who'll hand it over to you so you can ask your question. So if you raise your hand, anyone who wants to ask the first question to Hugo. Okay, thanks. George? Yeah. Microphone coming your way, George.
Hugo, could you just give us an update on Jan Vertonghen, how he is, how he's been over the course of the last week?
I think he recovered well after the concussion against Ajax. He's back with the team, he's motivated, he's full of energy and he's ready to help the team for the game of tomorrow.
And what's the feeling ahead of the second leg? What's the level of confidence that you can do this?
Oh, it's quite clear. Ajax got a little advantage from the first leg. We have to deal with that. The only way to go through is to win the game of tomorrow. This is how we're going to prepare the game, no? As usual. Try to find the right energy, try to put intensity in our performance, try to learn from the first leg because we didn't make the game that we expected and we wanted. And we were very sad after our performance. And I think tomorrow is another chance for us to compete and to play for the final of the Champions League.
Can I just ask you one about your own form? How are you feeling about your current form?
I think, like all my teammates, we are all excited to be part of the semi-final of the Champions League. We are all motivated to compete against Ajax. As I said, it's a massive opportunity, no, for the club, for the players, for the fan to be at this level of the competition. It's the most difficult competition, the Champions League. I mean, a lot of clubs, a lot of big clubs invest a lot of money every season and to try to win this Champions League. And it's very competitive. It's very unpredictable. And as I said, it's a big opportunity for us, and we need to play with full energy and full of desire.
And you personally, your form?
I feel good, thank you.
Okay, raise your hand if there's any more questions for Hugo. Yeah, we've got one for Carrie over there. Microphone heading your way, Carrie.
Carrie Brown, beIN Sports. Hugo, you've been on this journey all the way from the Europa League in the early days when you were asking Andre Villas-Boas to play you as the first choice goalkeeper. Can you tell me what it means to walk into this press conference, to see all these people, knowing you're one match away from a Champions League final where there's no Manchester City, there's no Real Madrid, there's no Bayern Munich?
As I said before, this competition is very, very difficult for all the club involved. As I said, it's a massive opportunity. I'm very pleased to be part of this team, to be involved for the semi-final of the Champions League. But I think all players, they all want to play that type of games, to play every season the Champions League. This is the main target for the club. And then when you are involved and you try to compete and to give your maximum every time you have the opportunity. This season has been a success for the club. But we don't want to stop at this level. We want to believe in our chance, and we don't really think about the next game. We just think, and we are just focused about the game of tomorrow to give our best and to finish the game on our knees, to give the maximum, to have no regret, and we will see what will happen. But it's important to keep the belief because everything is possible. We are still alive in this double confrontation.
Okay, Matt Dunn wanted a question. Raise your hand, Matt, so everyone knows what over there. Where's got his hand up? Thank you.
Hugo, having helped a relatively young and inexperienced French side reach the pinnacle of international football, are these the games that young players who haven't yet realised their potential can show that they're not just good players, they're great players?
I think they already showed against Real Madrid, against Bayern, against Juve. They have great qualities. They are all great potential to become fantastic players in the future. It's a great generation. It's not only for Ajax, it's for the Holland football. No? I mean, with France we face Netherlands twice in the first part of the season, and you can see the quality. And I think Holland is a big nation of football, so it's normal. It's about generation, and this one is just with a massive potential, and so it's not a surprise, no, to see Ajax at this level, and it will be again an interesting game to play tomorrow and to watch.
Sorry, Hugo, it was as much a question about Spurs players as well, who, for all their potential, still haven't won anything. Is this a chance to show that they're now ready to become great players?
We do our best. Every season we try to improve. We all know the history of Tottenham and the history of all the clubs involved in Champions League. I think it's important to respect every club. With my teammates, with the GAFA, with the staff, we try to make our history with the club step by step. We try to improve every season. We try to compete in any competition we are involved. But to be part in the Premier League, it's already a massive challenge because it's the most competitive league in the world. To be part in the Champions League again is a massive challenge and massive competition. You play against the biggest club in Europe, and you can see the improvement of the club the last few years. We are in a good place, but we know, like you, that in football the most important is to win trophies, no? And this is why we work every day for.
Okay, take one more for Hugo if anyone has one. No? Okay, thank you,
Thank
Hugo.
you.